Hey friends, Dave here with Transfer Express, and today I want to show you how we designed some really spooky graphics here for our Halloween edition of Toast to Transfers. So now that we're here in EasyView Online Designer, let's get started on the tote bag image first. This one says stay spooky with a nice little ghost. So let's just go right on over here to add layout. Now we're going to go up to basic and multi-use, which is going to give us this layout here, QAL 647. Now we're just using this layout as a building block for our curved text. So what I'm going to do is actually select these three. Now I just held shift on my keyboard as I selected those three, and now I'm going to delete. So that's just going to leave us this one here. So what I'm going to do is double click on it, and I'm going to type in stay spooky, just like we just talked about. Now what I want to do is change this to just outline text instead of just our fill. So what I'm going to do is go down here to add outline, and I'm going to add a touching outline. You'll see it'll pull in here as gray. We could change the color right up here at top. So I'm going to go ahead and change it over to white, and then we'll go ahead and grab our color here that is black and change it to no ink. So we just have a white outline. Now that it's getting a little bit hard to see on our regular colored background, what we could do is just go down here to apparel color and click black. So that's going to bring it to black. Now we need to add our ghost. So let's go on over here to add clip art. We'll just go up and search ghost in our menu. We'll grab this guy X5C103. Now we're going to have to revert the colors on him so that the inside is actually filled and this outline is going to be no fill. And how we could do that is just going right here and we'll select this one. Now a little trick I use, because they're both going to be white, and when you see these two swatches, it's going to be hard to tell what's the outline or what's the fill color. So I'm just going to make it powder blue right here at the top, so I know that when I want to change our what's white now over to no ink, I could do so easily, and then just go ahead and click on this, change it back to white, and we're all set. Now we're going to actually flip this ghost. So I'm just going to scale here and then go up to object and mirror. So that's going to flip this ghost to this size. But now he's over top of the text. Back on up to our blue bar, we could click on arrange and move him to the back. Now to add our last finishing touch, let's go on over to clip art and let's add some stars for a nice little nighttime scene. We'll grab this one, and that was just the first one that popped up, and we could scale these appropriately to whatever size we need or rotate them around. Whatever you really want to do, we could absolutely do. I'm actually just going to make these a little bit smaller and bring them in here. Now, I am going to click Object and Ungroup, which is going to break all the star shapes out by themselves, so I can move them away from our little ghosty guy and put these all up here and around the image. And once we're all set, we could go ahead and select everything by dragging our cursor to make this bounding box, or just going up to Object and select all. But once we're all selected, I'm going to go to Object and Group. So now if I just grab one of these elements, it grabs the entire design. Now, because we're going to be printing this on glow in the dark on tote bags, let's set our transfer method here down in the bottom left-hand corner over to screen print and glow in the dark, and we'll size this appropriately for our tote bag. So let's say it's going to be 7.5 inches. We can just type that over here in the edit menu and it's going to set up. Now we have a lot of our stuff here set to white inks, which isn't a glow color, so you're going to see these exclamation points in your color swatches here. So we'll just click glow in the dark, go back, click glow in the dark again, and we'll set everything over to glow in the dark. So now we have glow in the dark inks. We could tuck this up here and fill out the rest of your gang sheet as needed. For our next design here, we're going to go ahead and design our crewneck t-shirt graphic. Now, if you're going to notice, whenever you're an EasyView Online Designer, it's always going to default to screen print and Goof Proof right here. We're going to be printing on an orange crewneck t-shirt for our Toast to Transfers. So we'll just go ahead and select orange as our apparel color right down here with the swatch in the bottom left. So let's get started. Now this one, we're going to start from scratch. So we're just going to add some text, and it's going to say trick or treat. So I just double clicked on the text as we added it. I'm going to say trick. Now all I'm going to do is hit copy and paste. So Command C and Command V to copy and paste to just bring some extra text out. And this one I'm going to say or treat. And when you click confirm, you'll see it changes right here. And I did it all caps because we're going to change our fonts. Just as easy as we made our text, we could go up here and change our font. I know that I'm going to use Sharp I And so Sharp Eye is going to pull up and be right there. For this text, I think I'm going to use jacket. So I'm just going to type in and you'll see it populates right in here in the fonts. So now we have trick or treat ready to go. Let's add our pumpkins for the rest of our design. Here in clip art, I'm going to go up here and just type in pumpkin. And you'll see a whole bunch of pumpkins come up. So this one, I'm going to pull up this guy right here, X5C105, and that's going to be our main pumpkin here in the middle of our T. So we'll put him right there. Now let's grab another one. So we'll go back here to the same menu and you'll see it'll save pumpkin. And let's grab this one right here, the tall pumpkin, and we'll put it over here on the left-hand side. Just like our last example, we are now in front of this previous design. So I'm going to go up to arrange and send it out to the back. Perfect. And for our last example here, let's grab another pumpkin. How about this little cute one right here? Now this one we'll just resize to fit right in here and then send him to the back as well. But now the face is a little close to this other pumpkin, and so I would like to swap this. Just like we did before, object, mirror, and there we go. It's all set, ready to go. Now, of course, we have a little bit of extra room here on our gang sheet. So what I want to do to give us extra room so you could fit more is go up here and click Artboard, and I'm going to select Portrait. Now that's going to allow me to tuck this up right there. And now we have all of that extra space consolidated to the bottom to add some left chests or some inside tag prints or really anything you want. Let's move on to the last example. All right, for our final example, let's get started on this awesome autumn design that we're going to be printing on crew neck sweatshirts during our Toast to Transfers event. So the first thing I want to do is actually go down here to our print method, and I'm going to select full color UltraColor Pro. UltraColor Pro is great for those higher quantity orders with photographs or fine detail, the high color counts, where your price is not going to increase based on how many colors are in your design. So here, let's get started by just adding that same layout that we started with over in basic and multi-use here for our first example on the globe. Now with this one, I'm just going to double click and change all of our text over to autumn. And I'm going to do this for each line in this text here. So all I'm doing is just double clicking, pasting autumn in there as our text, and we're all set. Now another thing of what I want to do is I want to change all of these colors. So we're going to be printing on a black shirt, but I'm not going to change it over to black just yet, because then we're going to lose where our objects are. So I'm just going to leave this over to our cement color, and we'll change it at the end to make sure our colors look great. So here I'm just going to select, say 2 of these. So I'm just going to select the top one and the bottom one by holding Shift, and I'm going to go ahead and change our inks over to orange. Perfect. Now for this middle one, let's go for a nice fall yellow, which is going to be this maize color, our corn flavored yellow. And then for this one in the middle, let's go ahead and select something like shark teal. Perfect. All set. Now, once we have all of our colors set with our layout, let's go ahead and add some clip art. So we'll go on over to our Add Clip Art menu and we'll select, we'll type in leaves. So we'll find some nice falling leaves right here and we'll pull them right on in. Now, of course, we can adjust the sizing and where all of these leaves are actually going to fit. But if we wanted to recolor them to make them more fall colors, say I'm just going to grab this no fill color to fill the inside of them. If I could select orange, they're all going to change orange. So what I actually want to do is I'm just going to click undo. Of course, your undo and redo commands are right up here in Easy View Online Designer. And I'm just going to select this, go up to Object and Ungroup. Now I'm able to grab each one of these, and if I wanted to color it whatever color I want, I could just select it and change it. I just want to fill the inside, so I'm going to grab the no ink, fill it to orange, and all set. Let's go ahead and just drop this one in the back so it's behind all of our text and we won't be able to see it. So I'm just going to grab a couple leaves here, and we're going to change these over to our shark teal. You'll always see colors in use here at the bottom of the color selector. That way you don't have to go scrolling every time. We'll just go ahead and change these all over to orange, and there you go. Everything updates right to orange. And this one, let's make that maize color that we're already using as well. You can see right down here at the bottom. Sweet. Now, once we're all set, let's change our apparel color over to black right here at the top of the menu. Wow, looks fantastic now. Now, all we have to do is go up to the black ink printing and actually set that to no ink. Now, that's just going to show through. And as you can see, if I change our apparel color over to like gray, that those become then gray too, and they're knocking the ink out to the garment color instead of printing black. So that way, we're going to have a nice, sweet print all ready to go. And then, just to cap it all off, we'll go ahead and go up and group our artwork up and move this up on our UltraColor Pro sheet so you could fill the rest of the space down here at the bottom all set for you. Now, since we are printing this on an adult size crew neck, we'll go ahead and size this to just 11 inches wide, which is almost maxing out our sheet and very close to the size that we are always designing in. But always remember, you could go here and type in your actual product dimensions before you place your order. And just like that, all of our toast to transfers examples are all designed and ready to be ordered in our EasyView Online Designer. You can see just how quick and easy EasyView Online Designer is to use for customizing your own t-shirt graphics. Now, if you haven't already, pick up your toast to transfers kit. It is just an awesome opportunity for some guided heat pressing application on some items that maybe you're not used to printing on. It's a great experience if you're just getting started or if you're looking to make some fun holiday themed items. We hope to see you there on September 22nd. But until then, happy pressing.